Here we have a 2017 GMC Yukon Denali. And this one comes in iridium metallic on jet black perforated leather. Powertrain consists of a 6.2 liter naturally aspirated V8 engine, made into an 8-speed automatic transmission. And this one also includes the open road package, so you get your power sunroof, power steps, as well as your rear entertainment system. So there's our signature Denali grille. We have LED daytime running lights along with HID headlamps, and there are fog lamps down there. This iridium metallic just looks fantastic on this Yukon. And there we have our 22-inch aluminum wheels. You get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. And there are the controls for the power windows, power mirrors, power door locks. And we also have power folding mirrors with our blind spot monitors in them. And then we have our memory seat controls, Bose sound system, heads-up display, headlamps, trail brake controller, etc. And there's our power driver seat with power lumbar support. Let's go ahead and make sure this is all the way back. So pretty good leg room in here. I am 6'3" and I'm able to sit in the seat behind the seat that's adjusted for someone of my size. So good space there. And then here we have our outboard heated seats for the second row. And then we also have automatic rear AC controls here, so we can toggle the fan speed, temperature, and then we can set it to auto. And we also have 2 USB ports, an HDMI port, and aux input. So we can go ahead and have something hooked up to this screen back here. There's our third row. There's look at the leg room. So you still have a little bit of space back there, even with the seat all the way back. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back. There are tail lights there, and then this one has an aftermarket exhaust that sounds really good. Really brings out that 6.2 liter rumble. But there's our space behind the third row, but with the push of a button, we can go ahead and fold down flat, and then we can even pull it back up. And then we can also power fold the second row as well for maximum cargo space. And there we have our power front passenger seat, power lumbar support. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 6.2 liter under the hood. And look at that, this one even has an aftermarket air intake. I just like the view from here. With this newer intake in there, it looks really aggressive. And now we're gonna go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So we have a nice leather wrap heated steering wheel that's also power tilt and telescoping. And then over to our radio, there's our navigation screen. We also get AM, FM, XM radio along with Bluetooth audio. Then we also have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. So weather app there when that's connected. And then we can toggle the rear media as well. And then also you have the option to use the traffic app as well when that's connected. There's our backup camera with guidelines that change as you turn the wheel. And then down here we have our dual zone automatic climate controls along with our rear AC controls, so we can toggle that from up front and lock it to keep the passengers from fooling with it. And then the driver and front passenger also have 3-stage heated and cooled seats. And then you can even heat the seats, either the bottom and the back or just the back. And then here we have cup holders, a little storage area with 2 USB ports and a 12 volt. And then we also have our huge center console cubby here that also has 2 USB ports and an aux input. And over here we have the controls for our sunroof as well as our power lift gate and our universal home remote. So we can hit all those buttons there. And there's that sunroof there, which you can one touch, tilt or slide, open and close. And there's a view of the back seat from up here. I just love that headrest, looks really nice. There's our glove compartment, and there's the wheel lock key for this one. Now over to the left side of the steering wheel, we have our cruise controls, forward collision gap adjust, and then we have that heated steering wheel toggle. And to the right side, we have Bluetooth controls here, and then we have our gauge cluster controls, which we can go through here. So plenty of options to go through here. And behind the steering wheel on the left side, we can toggle our track list or radio station favorites. And behind the steering wheel on the right side, we can toggle our volume. Now our shifter here is just a column, so we pull down, reverse, neutral, drive, and then we can put it in a low mode, and we can shift manually here. And then we have our tow haul here, just the push of a button. Turn that on and off. But I really love this digital gauge cluster in the center. It just looks really, really nice. Then we have our heads-up display there. And we have several different options in what it can show. It doesn't blink like that, it's just the camera. And then here we have our push button start. Finally, here's our key fob with remote start, and then we can toggle that power lift gate as well. And next we're gonna go ahead and take this 2017 Yukon Denali out on the road for a quick test drive. Of course, really great power from the 6.2 liter, especially with the mods that have been done on this one in particular. So I'm gonna manually shift here next. Really great sound from this exhaust. I'm gonna give myself some space here and we're gonna go ahead and give it some throttle. Just awesome acceleration. So even with it in the V8 mode without the cylinder deactivation, still really good gas mileage. Coming up this incline, I'm still getting 18 miles a gallon, and as it flattens out, you'll see it goes up to about 24, 25. So really, really impressive. So when I dial it back to 70, there we're getting 28, 26. We'll give it throttle here again. So there's that 4-cylinder mode there, as we're cruising around 42, 43 miles a gallon, or miles per hour, excuse me. And I like how even on this slight incline, it's still staying in 4-cylinder mode. And you'll see significant fuel savings using this mode quite often. And I like that it still doesn't take away from the beefiness, at least the sound you're getting from the exhaust and the engine. It's just a slight idle. I mean, just crazy. I'm getting 30 miles a gallon just driving. Now, I will say the ride quality on these is, of course, really good. But a lot of people like to go for the lighter 20s on the bigger tires, as opposed to these low profiles on these bigger 22s. Me personally, I'd rather have the 22s because the ride really isn't that big of a deal to me. And of course, like I said, it's not choppy or anything. It's just, you can feel it a bit more. But this is going to bring me to an end of my review of the 2017 GMC Yukon Denali.